welcome to NextGen Banking London, the AI revolution. I'm Hannah Wallace, and joining me now is David Bannister, Principal Analyst for Ovum, and we're talking about RPA. David, it's great to have the chance to speak to you today.
Hello again.
Firstly, what's different between robotic process automation compared to previous automation?
Well, there is some argument that it is just the next generation of automation or software development tools that we've been through, and software development methodologies like lean and agile and business process automation. All of these things have sort of come to this point. I guess what characterizes it is and it's not the robots from science fiction. It takes over the robotic tasks. So when a user is looking for data, they will have a set number of keystrokes, and the robot can learn that quite easily in a robotic fashion. What jobs that you might call robotic in your everyday life, so that when someone is using say not a keyboard, a voice interface, that same set of keystrokes or access methods can be replicated. So it just becomes a module in the development. So nothing particularly spectacularly different about it, except it's the next step on the road.
All right, and what sort of areas will it have an impact on?
Well, amazingly enough, in the robotic areas that people work in the back offices of banks typically, where there's loads of repetitive tasks and people aren't really using their minds and their analytical capabilities as human beings, they're just saying, oh, this particular field in a document is missing. They always come in like that from such and such a partner, insert the dollar sign, and on you go. And just that horrible correction of data and data cleansing type activities is a very good example where just the robotic nature of the job, people would probably describe it, I'm just a robot here. So it can take over that, and that can flow back into the overall workflows of the organisation and have beneficial effects elsewhere, which is where the real power of it is, I think.
All right, and finally, can you tell me what are the wider benefits for banks going forward?
Well, the wider benefits are kind of twofold. One, it's the automation of those very dumb areas where lots of mistakes happen, and that causes human intervention and a boring sort of level and costs money. It costs time, so it takes it the next step on in straight through processing in that sense. But in a wider sense, it also does all the very hard work of finding data that's all over the many bank silos. So where a human might be saying, well, in order to get this set of accounts, I need to look over there, I need to look over there, and I need to look over there. They're doing the same thing 3 times. The robot can do that very, very quickly, all at once. So they can link data sources around the organization, and they can link it with processes. So it's the automation of data access and data processing in one place. And that really gets over a lot of the problems with interfacing modern real-time front office systems, the client-facing systems, like in mobile retail banking, for instance, and the back office silos, which are still on 1970s mainframes. So there's a big implicit benefit in joining those dots up and moving forward into the next generation.
Fantastic. Well, David, this has been great. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.